Alright everybody, I am Jonathan and thank you so much for joining me with me here today. And thank you so much for stay on this chat. I can see your name already, Yvette, Peter, Tariq, and myself. Guys, today the lesson will be about how you can create your ideas, okay? And let me know already if the audio is working well, okay? And so perhaps you don't know how I work if it's your first time here, but I want to let you know that we have a simple process that I try to help you to build your design, you know, scenes, characters, items, backgrounds, and etc. And here I have how the things works around here. Your first idea sometimes can be very difficult to start, you know, and when you start perhaps you get really frustrated in this process. It's very normal, all right? And I'm here to help you with that. I have here this simple topic, okay, to talk about. And look, when you start your idea, think about a topic, okay? A topic can be a character, an item, or an animal. And each of these items that we have here, we have some history, some purposes, okay? So think about some purposes. I have here my mobile phone. Let me show you one application that I really like to use when I don't have ideas. It's called What to Draw. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's called What to Draw, okay? And here we have some themes, you know, topics like medieval, fantasy, editorial and cartoon, cyberpunk and space. It's very nice, and of course there are some paid version over here, but don't worry, you can use the free version, you know. And guys, keep in mind about what do you like most, you know. As I told you before, I can click here. Let's try some kind of, let's see, this one, editorial cartoon, new phrase. You can click here, new phrase, and we can have a couple with food flirting with a pregnant woman on an island. I'm going to click here, new phrase, and you guys can have more ideas, you know, by clicking here. You can click in case you don't like, you know, a super violent with a briefcase, backpack, romancing a robot. This can be a little bit complex if you try to build your idea based in every element as described on here, you know. And for example, you can also draw, I can draw a robot, you know. Look here, there is a robot in a forest environment. You can grab these two topics and place in your idea over here, you know. You can use Pinterest in order to build more your visual library reference. It's very important, okay? And I'm going to start here by opening this Affinity Designer on iPad Pro, and I'm going to draw a robot, okay? So I will start here by creating a pixel layer, okay, as usual. And this is are going to be very simple, guys, really, because I know some of you are very beginner, you know. Let me see if everything is working. Seems working, I guess. Okay. And let me grab my pencil. This one here, I think is fine. I'm going to draw a very simple character like these ones. Let me show you some ideas that I got. Open Pinterest. We have these characters here that I really like it, you know. And I can think about this structure but making some kind of robot, you know. You can have more ideas by trying to use Pinterest, you know. You can match styles, you know, proportions. This is about the design structure, you know. Hi Anas Gazes, I'm very fine, thank you. And okay, so let's get started now by make some sketches, okay? Look, I really advise you guys about to create some sketches, okay? If you want to create things from your head, all right? I'm going to start with a square Okay, as you can see, a square. And I'm going to draw this proportion. Okay, and when you think about robot, we can think about you know, let's draw the eyes over here. Okay, and also you guys can make some kind of the ear in a more symmetrical, you know, way. And when you understand the shapes, you know, you can design anything, because for example, here we have this rectangle, but if we soften this too much, this is not going to look like a robot. You know, robot is more squared shape. You know, you can soften more the edges if you want. You know, like I'm doing here, just to let you know, to make a bit soft. Okay, and you can start to draw the mouth. After that, of course, you guys can reduce the shape and apply some ideas. We can add kind of this ball here. Let's see. The eyes we can place on here. I can make him smiling, you know, because I want to teach you some different techniques. It's very important when you are building your idea, try to make some extra sketches. You know, I can increase more this mouth if I want. Look, it's very nice when you try to sketch, because you can have the advanced idea already. Shape here, I think, is nice. Let's draw a body, or not, it's up to you, you know, but I will try to make something like this. This is the arms. I really love this kind of art style, you know, short limbs. Try to make sure to follow the same kind of proportion, you know, for the shapes, squared shapes. This is look like you know, a baby robot. Let's make him a bit mad. let's try to make some crazy here. So I'm doing this, you know, just very instantly, you know. I don't think about this before. This is very nice, because if you think so much, sometimes you struggle, you know, to have the best idea. And don't wait for the best idea to start your idea, you know. Okay, so we have this first shape. Let me read this. I don't know, because, you know, I can draw with the hands, but I don't like it. Let's save this, of course. Clicking here and back. Ah, look, let me show you. I like to draw some sketches, you know, based on this app, and just some sketches, random sketches. And let me duplicate this. Okay, you can make some variations. Look, we have this one, the first, the second. We can erase this to build more ideas. I'm gonna erase this, apply to here. This one will be a bit different. I'm gonna erase the mouth. And let's keep something like this. I'm gonna reduce the head for this one. And you guys can tell me which one you like most, of course. I try to read the chat when I can, you know. This one is very cute because with more short you try, you know, to make the shapes more tends to be cute. I can draw, you know, the feet if you want. Like this. I think it's very nice. Okay. This one is gonna be very simple because I can use just rectangles and some, you know, paint tool already. You know. Let me just paint here. Okay. And okay, so we have this one, these two designs that we can start to build. This robot. Okay, so we have, let me try to draw here robots. These are robots. And guys, this process here, you can try to draw even more, try to look for more references. And for example, Star Wars, you can grab some ideas from Star Wars to build your robot. Let's take a look here on Star Wars on Pinterest. Star Wars. Okay. And look, let's see. This one is a nice reference as well, you know. This one here, very nice. You can grab some elements, you know, if you want. Let me try to print this by clicking here. Let's see. Okay, you can save, you know. Okay, copy, click here. Copy. Let's see. And paste to here. Oh, look. It's very awesome, you know, very simple. And we have already a nice idea to follow. Okay, so I'm going to vector. I'm thinking about to vector, let's see, the second or the first one. I don't know. I will vector the second one. After then I can change to the first one. Okay? Let's see this one. Look, it's very simple, my process. After you make your sketch, your idea, think about to create a vector layer first. Okay, you have this vector layer. Bring this below because you can see in a better way when you are vectoring, you know. Click here, paint tool. First, let's start with the rectangle, alright? Think about this process here. You need to start with the most, the biggest shapes, you know. Click here, rectangle, draw a rectangle. And make sure that this is being inserting here below. Look, this one. You can also change the corner by clicking here, but I don't like to use this one. Okay, I like to use more the corner tool. Select these nodes and do this. All right, very simple. I'm going to duplicate this and reduce. Look, very simple. Until here. Change the color to see better. And of course, you need to drag and drop here below. Okay. And look, the node tool. You guys now can change. You know, this is why I like to use the node tool. And drag into here. You can bring it a little bit lower. Okay. And this same shape, look, it's very simple. Duplicate by select. You can use the Designer or you know, Adobe Illustrator, whatever you want. these are going to be the like ear pod, you know, something like that. Okay, so duplicate this, clicking here. Oh, look, I didn't know about this. If you duplicate, you know, rotate and duplicate, it's gonna rotate as well. I didn't notice this before. Learning new things all the time. Okay, so we have the shapes for the head. Let's apply already the eyes. Okay, you can use the lips in this case, and let me grab a color, different color, and draw into here. Look, you can press with three fingers and place into here. Okay, let's duplicate this to make the eyes ball. Very simple. Okay, like this. And here, guys, look, there is some technique that I want to show you here. I'm going to group this. Okay, there is a group for the eyes already. Can you see? I hope so. And I'm going to create another ellipse here below. There's one ellipse over here, look, and there is one option in this button. Click erase. So basically you will basically clip this by, let me show you in a better way. This layer, you know, this shape, it's erasing this ellipse here, you know. So we have this one erasing the layer below. Okay, so you don't need to vector each point and change, you know, convert this to curve. This is a very nice technique that I'm showing you here. You know, you can make something like this. Let me show you in a better way, I think. So we have this result. Okay, and let's do another shape that I have, the mouth. For the mouth, we can use the rectangle as well and change the layers. Make sure that your layer is pretty organized because sometimes this can be a bit difficult to handle. I'm going to cover these two curves using the nodes tool to control the points. Look, now I can control the points. And we can change the shape. I want to create some lines inside of this one. First we have to set the curve. Oops, there is a curve and the stroke. And now make sure that your pencil is already set, you know. Look, we have the pencil tool, and you guys can draw some lines like this. And if it's too big, you can start to, you know, change this stroke here. Okay, and here we go. You can adjust these curves in some cases. Clicking here to erase this. Alright, let's do as I'm supposing that this is a hair. Okay, this is a hair for the robot. And let's do this one. Draw this shape and grab this color, the same color from here. Let's see now. Okay, we are building the shapes. Let's do the legs. Quite simple. it's more a mechanical design for this one. We can use the corner tool and change a little bit. Okay, using rectangles, make it just a bit, tall. And let's duplicate this group and duplicate until here. Okay. Thank you, 𝚅𝚎𝚌𝚝𝚘 2011. So we have the legs already. If you want to animate this character, let me hide the pixel and save this. We have this one. You guys can grab this idea. Can you see the shapes? These stroke lines. You can absorb more how the art style works. In this case, look, if you guys like more this one, we can change later on. I'm gonna show you a nice technique. Let's duplicate this into here. This is a more comic version, fun version for kids. Let's apply into here. Look how you guys can change this. This one, I'm going to start to make the stroke. For this one, I want to apply stroke. Okay, let's apply stroke, because sometimes I don't use stroke. Like this. And I'm going to change the shape here already. Look, let's start to make some adjustments. This one here actually. Okay. About the shadings, you guys can use the fill tool. Oops. Make sure that you are selecting this correct layer. Let me change the color for the background. Okay, I think it's better now. I'm just applying, clicking, select the stroke, as you can see, and apply the stroke. Just click here and you're gonna be fine. And just click here and apply the stroke. Okay. And you guys can change always the head proportions if you want. This one is very nice. A nice technique as well, let me show you. Duplicate this and let's apply some variations of the colors. For the colors, bring the bit orange, this one here. Okay, copy and duplicate this, reduce a bit, and make sure that this is behind, and paste style. Okay, make sure that you guys will copy this and paste to here. Okay, and of course, let me just group this together. You guys can always adjust this when you want. This is a very basic tutorial, guys. If you're a beginner, I really recommend you to start with this one. I'm going to apply a stroke for the mouth so you guys can see better. This one here, I can match onto this one. Okay. And you guys can change here, if you want. a robot feeling. Let's apply this same color to here, paste style, and let's see, I'm going to apply a better color to this side and this one. And let's try to use the fill tool, the fill tool. Try to experiment the fill tool because it's very nice to use. And these eyes, now let's try to apply the stroke, but be careful with this one. You guys can use this stroke here if you want, and control the curves. I don't know if I'm going to use this. I don't know yet. I'm just trying and figure out. Maybe not. You can always erase and back when you want. For the eyes, I'm thinking about to make the highlights. Let's apply highlights on this side and another side as well. Okay. And remember about this design, raise this one here. Look, you guys can try to bring these shapes, Let's try to do it. This is a bit more technical. We are getting more advanced into this. Using the pen tool, you guys can draw a stroke. Look. And from this stroke, keep in mind that you can do this. Look. Create some points. Just a second. This one here I think can be very nice. Okay, and use the corner tool to make this a bit more robotic. Okay, very simple, guys. And flip this to the side. A nice way as well. Try to make some circles. Let's do some circles. Reduce the size and apply it to the side as well. Okay. This mouth here, you guys can change when you want. But I'm worried about this stroke. I didn't like so much, to be honest. And the expression you guys can always change. Keep in mind about that. Let's try to apply some nice shades now. Highlights to this side. Okay. This one. Let's apply a gradient to this. Change the color a little bit. Okay. And this one here, let's see. I think it's very nice, if you try to explore different shapes, proportions. Let me reduce this stroke. I like this one. It look like a headphone. This is why I really like this shape. Let's do a nice technique here. This one, when I look at this point, it's very empty, and I want to make something a bit different this time. Okay, following this one, and I'm gonna use the transparency tool in order to blend this cheek. You can see, guys, And of course, let's apply a bit more, gradient. And to another side. Okay, look how the design is changing a lot. You guys can apply a bit of shadows here below of the eyes if you want. Let's try. Here behind, changes this color a little bit. Of course, the corner, and let me just use the transparency tool. This one I think is very nice. This shape. You guys can use other shadow in order to make a nice effect here, a bit of depth. Very similar from the mushroom that I showed one of my first YouTube videos. Let's apply some gradient already. Let's see, different color. The yellow is awesome, choose the yellow, this composition. It's pretty awesome. Paste style, look. Make sure that your scale is turned off. Yeah, I can consider this, but this character is very, very cute. I don't know if it's gonna be nice. Let's see. Apply some nose. Okay, look. And this shape here, I can duplicate and not this side, actually this one, and adjust into here. Okay, duplicate this and flip. Okay. Let's do some circles. The same circle that I've done here, onto here. Okay. This side. And these lines here. Let me see. And this way. So guys, let me just group all of this design. Just a second. Oops. Okay. We can group this already. These shapes. Okay. Look, this is a pretty cartoony version that we have here. But as I told you, we have this design. And I will try to show you how you guys can create some variations based in this design. We have this one. Okay, let me save this first. Okay, so now pay attention to this process, guys. We have the head here. All right, I'm going to duplicate this one, this head, and paste to here. And we can change, of course, make sure that the layers is organized, because if you scale and transform this shape, it's gonna change all the entire design. Let's change a little bit this. Let me hide this. Look, this can be a little bit more funny, Let's see here. This one is gonna be the mad robot. Let's change the color a little bit. Let's try a red version. Let's try, guys. The limit is unlimited actually. You know, let me change this color. It's a bit difficult, so I think for you to see this, but let me reduce the opacity for this layer, you know. And remember about the mouth here, you know. Remember, I can increase this and change in this side. Look, you guys can change here a bit the shape, you know. And can change the lines, or you guys can reduce and duplicate more. Let's see how this will look like. And duplicate one more once again. Oops, and change this line, you know. But I'm not happy with this a lot of lines, to be honest. Let's reduce. Just show you the possibilities. Okay. And look, we have this robot eyes, you know. Let me see. Let's change this stroke. This stroke here. This side. Just a second. Let me. Oh, okay. It's locked. Let me unlock this. And you guys can convert this to curves, you know, this one. And about the eyes, let me activate the eyes again. Yeah, take your time to adjust this, you know. Look, this shape here, can you see this shape? I'm gonna change the color as well. No, I'm gonna do some eyebrows. Let me just configure here this one, this, and drag into here this shape, the eyes, you know, here inside of this one, and adjust of course this size. This is a bit different design that I'm doing. Alright, let me just copy this and apply it to here. Okay, this one. Look, basically guys, let me explain to you here. I'm adjusting the layers that I've copied from here. Alright, this is what I'm doing. Okay, so take your time to adjust the things, or you can create everything from scratch if you want. Okay, this is how the things works. It's up to you. And I'm gonna do the eyebrows already, you know, it's quite simple. Let's see now here. The paint tool, create this shape. And let's change a little bit, you know, the eyebrows. 𝚅𝚎𝚌𝚝𝚛𝚛 𝙠𝚕𝚕𝚞. You guys can just, you know, the eyebrows. A nice technique is about to use the paint tool and create here in certain side and create these points, look, and bring this color a bit too white and do something like this. Look, let's try this one here. Look, I will reduce, duplicate this and bring this below and paint to red. Okay, he's very mad. Big eyes, I like it. You guys can try to apply outer glow. It's a very nice effect. Look, this look like a very 3D feeling if you want to apply this. Okay, and there is another option very nice in inner shadow, and you guys can use to make the shadows, you know, for the eyes. And click here, radius, change a little bit the color. Okay, this is a very different composition that I'm using instead of this one. We have already, let's see, the body, you know, that we did. Let's do a body. Very simple, following the same vector technique that I'm using. Okay, let's see. Oops, I don't know why this is happening. Okay, it's happening. Good now. I'm vectoring here, you know, following the shape sketch structure. You guys can click here, you know, this shape, copy and paste. Right, very simple. And you guys can also change the design proportion. This is a more square version. Look, we have this one and this one. This is a mad robot, and you guys can apply some circles, I think, some sides. About the nose, yes, we can do a nose for this one. About the nose, you can use, I'm gonna is it working, the shot? Let's see. Shot. I think it's working. I hope so. Really. Let me reduce the sketch. I'm going to add some signals on the top. Add a stroke. I'm showing you here a very different way that I do some designs, you know. This is with a stroke style, and you can bring this line to below. Okay, and create a circle and bring this a bit to red, and copy this group and copy, you know, by doing this. This is very crazy. And let's see, I'm going to apply a nice line, look, using the pen tool, but make sure that you're gonna do this following this technique. Basically, I've been using the pen tool to draw this shape, you know, and you guys can create this feeling, you know. And you can do this for the eyes if you want to apply this technique. First of all, click here and create 3 points and make this a circle, right? And guys, let me show you here this technique that I'm gonna show you. You guys can use the transparency tool with the stroke in order to blend more the shape. Just a second, look, transparency tool, you know, transparency tool, and you can copy and apply to another side. Okay. And let me change a little bit this shape. Okay, let's see. Let me see another alternatives. This one I'm gonna duplicate and bring it in this side, right, like this. Duplicate to another side, right, look. And I'm gonna try to finish this a little bit faster, you know, because I don't like my live stream getting too long. So I try to explain here every step. In this tutorial I'm showing you the way you guys can build some characters, you know, following you know, I'll show you. Let me show you again in case you are entering on here now. There is an application that I'm using. It's called What to Draw and you guys can have ideas, and I'm trying to do a super violent robot, you know. Of course I can do a forest environment, but I don't want to do everything in this tutorial here, you know. Just show you that this app is very nice. You can click here and have ideas to draw. All right. And you know, nowadays we have a lot of applications that help us to keep our life organized. And yes, give it a try, you know, give it a try in case you don't have ideas and don't know how to start your idea. Use some applications and you're gonna be fine, really fine. Let's use now some techniques, different techniques. This is like the clothes, but let's try to draw a bit more the lines. Let's see. This one I think is nice. Add a bit of details, you know, inside of this shape here. This one is too big. A bit square version. And this one, let me duplicate and apply this one, and guys, the creativity is up to you. All right, let me change the color shading for this one by clicking here. Okay, look, let's add some circles just to make the design a bit more interesting, right? And guys, if you want to become the patron for this channel, just visit my patreon.com/JonathanSSilva. On there I try to bring more tutorials and tips, and you guys can talk with the community, you know. A Vectorize community is awesome. People helping each other on there, and I really love to see it. So we have a simple robot, and I think it's simple. It's not too complex, I think. No. Let's add here this design. About the color, let me change a little bit this. A bit too dark. You know, this one. The eyes is a bit different from this one. Let me hide this. Duplicate this one and apply in this side. And of course I need to change the eyeball's position. Look, we have a shadow on here, and apply About the nose, Margaret suggests us about the nose. Let's see if we apply the nose using this one here. And just drag this above. I don't know, let's see. I really love to try new things. And apply to this side. It's too big, I think. And you guys can click in this option. This option here will change. Look, it's very important. In this option, you can change this rectangle that you're gonna change. And you guys can also, change this. Look, it's very nice. You can change always. This is why I love Vector, really. I would ask you, if you do this using Procreate, you cannot change like this, really. It's very nice. I did this tutorial to be a little bit crazy, I almost didn't, I was not supposed to make this tutorial today, to record a video. I need to make some changes on my desktop here because my new microphone will arrive and I need to change some setups. And that's it. We have a new design. I'm just adding some adjustments here, but we are done. Look, we have two characters. One is mad, another one is more cute. Remember about our first sketch, guys? Let me show you. Here, this one. Look. Let me place this sketch near to it. Increase the opacity. This is our sketch. This one becomes this one, and this one becomes this one. And guys, thank you so much. You guys can join my Patreon. I'm gonna, if you ask me to release this on Patreon, I can release the download. And make sure that your idea is organized. Try to look at the Pinterest and make some references. I've used this reference, this robot reference, to see these lines here. Oh, I got a bug here. Make sure that your layer is grouped, in case you change the position, and make sure that everything is placed, organized. Let me show you the last thing before I go. Okay, I really love to show you my techniques. Don't go now. Look, you guys, what we have here. I'm gonna teach you a very nice technique. If you click in this character, you can click here and color overlay, and you're gonna have this silhouette. And silhouette is almost the best way to understand the composition. The first composition, the silhouette, is amazing. And you can change the color here. Let's grab blue, and you guys will have the blend mode where you guys can change, these blend modes. And you can explore different compositions, by clicking here. But of course, I'm applying this in all the group, I'm applying this in all the group. But what you guys can do is copy this, this color here that I'm doing, and deactivate this and start to change, for example, the head, paste style, paste style not. It is about this one. Color overlay, bring to blue, and let's see. It's this one, guys. This one. Paste effects. And you can start to paste effects, and start to change some colors just by clicking here. Look, it's a very nice way, to design without change the all entire composition. You can do this. Look, copy this one, copy, and select the shape and paste effects. You can change the composition, but make sure that the colors scheme will be nice because somehow if you apply a lot of different colors, somehow will not look like nice sometimes. But guys, this is my suggestions. Oh, look, very nice. I like it. And you can change here as well by select here and change this color. Alright, I really like this one better than the red version. So thank you guys so much. I hope to see you in the next time. Alright, okay, bye. Margaret, Tick, Yvette, Kuyat, RG, Sarabi, Anas, and Tarek, and Peter.